This is the Radioddity GS-10b Pro. This is the microphone test.
The signal purity on VHF is quite good. I can see just one peak. On the VHF band I measured 7.8
Sowohl
watts.
tierische als auch pflanzliche Proteinquellen, Körpergröße, Gewicht und physiologischem Zustand können wir sagen.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to hit that like button or subscribe to my channel if you like my content. The Radioddity just sent me a new radio transceiver for testing and playing. Today I'm going to show you and test the Radioddity GS-10b version Pro. There is also a non-Pro version, and the main difference between the non-Pro version and this one is that the Pro version has a built-in HF SSB and AM receiver. So when there is nothing on VHF and UHF, you can still go to the HF and listen to the SSB hamradio signals or any other signals within 153 kHz up to 30 MHz with this external antenna or a donut antenna, which you can see in this video. Well, I'm not going just playing with the receiver. I'm going to test this radio and compare it with my favorite one, which is the Radtel RT-950 Pro. Both radios are based receiver on the SI4732 receiver chip. Very famous receiver chip, which you can find also in the Quanshengs and I think even any other radios. Let me compare the receiver on SSB with my Radtel RT-950. Then I'm going to test the signal or TX signal purity on the spectrum. And also I would like to compare the audio or the microphone test between this one and the Radtel RT-950 Pro. So I hope that you will enjoy this video and keep watching.
Let me show you what you can find in the box. Here you can see the manual, which is written in English, German, French and some other. There are two donut antennas, which you can tune for shortwave, and the second one for AM frequencies. Also single ear headset with microphone built in, and finally the Kenwood connector, which is great. Also the USB-C charging cable and a carrying strip. Unfortunately, I didn't find a charging dock inside. The only power adapter has been included in the box. This is the 5-volt power supply. The included dual-band antenna is very similar to the Radtel RT-950 Pro and the other Radtel's radios. A 2500 high-capacity LiPo battery is included in the box. In the Radtel RT-950 Pro, we can find 2600 mAh battery, only 100 milliamps more. Also the clip is the same as in my Radtel RT-950 Pro. And finally the radio itself. Actually, I have a good feeling when I'm holding this radio in my hands. It really reminds me some kind of Radtel radio. You can see the screen protection still on it and two PTT buttons and also the grip on the plastic, which is a good feeling holding it in the hands. Well, I have to admit that together with this large battery, this radio is not the slimmest one. Of course, the big battery and this radio makes it a little bit bulky. But overall, I have to say that together with the antenna, complete radio fits perfectly in my palm. I don't know why, but I still enjoy peeling this screen protection off. So let's compare a little bit this radio with my Radtel RT-950 Pro. You can see the size of this new radio and also how bulky are both radios. I would say that the thickness of both radios is the same. HF is received over the SMA connector, which is hidden under this cup. In Radtel RT-950 there is a real knob, and the antenna is common for all bands. In the Radtel RT-950 Pro there is a Motorola type connector. Fortunately, Radioddity is using this Kenwood type of connector, which I like more. On the side of the radio we can find two PTT buttons and also a function button, which you can program in the menu. The USB-C charging port is placed on the back side of the RT-950 Pro, which I found better because in the GS10 there is port down on the bottom of the radio, and therefore this radio must lying down on the desk while charging. Of course, in this Radtel RT-950 it can stand up, so I think that the Radtel RT-950 is better with this port, which is hidden in the backside of it. The size of the screen on the Radioddity is, I think, 2/3 of the size the Radtel RT-950 Pro. The menu in both radios are different. Here in Radioddity you can see the very simple menu, but in RT-950 Pro there is a graphical menu with some icons. Each icon contains some settings and options. Here you can see the firmware version, which is the version 1, and I didn't find any new firmwares.
Od techniky Jana Mikovičová a zo štúdia Kamil Kolenič a Juraj Jedina.
18 hodín 22 minút.
Nehoda sa stala v Sobranciach na Michalovskej, kde sa zrazil autobus s dvomi autami. Úsek je neprejazdný v oboch smeroch, obídete to po okolitých uliciach.
Runway 01 for arrival, runway 19 for departure. SILS approach runway 01. Runway 01 surface condition code 555 is to the 1200. Wet gas not reported, 100%.
To turn this radio into the radio mode, you need to press this side button or programmable button on the side. And the cap, which is located here in the center, must be removed. And also I would recommend to remove the antenna itself. So now we can use the donut shortwave antenna. So you need to unscrew it on the radio and select the low or high frequency bands. I found that the bandwidth is very narrow, so therefore I have to use this star button to set the bandwidth in the radio. As you can see here, the donut antenna must be tuned to its maximum noise peak. Also, telescopic verticals I will use in this video, like this or like this VHF UHF on the Radtel. Both antennas are almost the same size. On the GS10 is a little bit longer.
Gestern da ihre mündliche Deutschmatura gehabt und hat zu meiner großen Freude da und auch zu ihrer Weise ein sehr gut bekommen. Also, super. Das ist mit meiner XWL in Norddeutschland. Nicht? Also die dort, wo deine XWL da oder ein bisschen nördlicher herkommt, die sind gerade an der Grenze zwischen Dänemark und Deutschland, also da weiter draußen. Und waren sehr begeistert, dass der mit Hafen rund fährt. Da fährst du zum Festival oder zum Gelände per Boot rüber. Nicht? Und es war ein super Musical. Und mit den Rädern da Bellwarm erkundet, nicht? Da rundherum nicht? Und so weiter. Und morgen da am Nachmittag mit seiner Tochter macht das später wieder, was sie da auch einmal da oben in Deutschland sozusagen und so. Das muss man ausnutzen, die Zeit, die gibt es irgendwann, wenn sie da was so macht. Eigentlich auf ersten Kurs auch, den Abend, dann was haben wir da. Und ja, hat schon, okay, habe ich leider ein bisschen durchgedreht. Das hat jetzt so gut, ja, okay. Ja, wie gesagt, wie jetzt auch Süd ist, glaube ich, da ein bisschen nördlich, da 30 Kilometer.
On the VHF band I measured 7.8 watts, and on the UHF band I measured a little bit more, which is a 9.2 watts, which is pretty good. The signal purity on VHF is quite good. I can see just one peak, which is around 950 MHz and which is almost minus 40 dB. On the VHF band, there is a little bit more spikes. The strongest one was minus 26 dB.
CQ test, CQ test, CQ test. The microphone test. This is the Radioddity GS-10b Pro, the GS-10b Pro. This is the microphone test. CQ test, CQ test. The microphone test. This is the Radtel RT-950 Pro, the Radtel RT-950 Pro. This is the microphone test.
Due to a complicated locking system on the bottom of the radio, the stability on the desk is not the best. The better situation was with the Radtel RT-950 Pro. But the winner of this game is this Quansheng UVK1, which was completely stable.
Professor Dr. Axius betont, dass pflanzliche Proteinquellen ebenso wichtig sind wie tierische. In unserer täglichen Ernährung sollten sowohl tierische als auch pflanzliche Proteinquellen enthalten sein. Unter Berücksichtigung von Alter, Körpergröße, Gewicht und physiologischem Zustand können wir sagen, dass für gesunde Erwachsene etwa 1,2 bis 1.
Well, what is your conclusion, guys? Would you like to buy the Radtel RT-950 Pro or Radioddity GS-10b version Pro? The decision is up to you. Please leave a comment and thank you very much for watching this video. 73.